Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back. In our previous video, we have configured EtherChannel using port aggregation protocol and link aggregation control protocol. The link has been shared in the description box below. Today, let's configure EtherChannel using manual mode. We can also call it as a static mode or on mode. Let's get started with a very simple lab. So this is the topology that I've got here. I've got switch 1 and switch 2. So in our previous video, we have learned there are two types of protocols, which was port aggregation protocol, and the other one was link aggregation control protocol. So this was a Cisco proprietary and LACP is a standard protocol. Okay, apart from this, today we will learn about on mode. It can also be called as a static mode. It can also be called as a manual. Okay, so this is what we are going to configure today in our lab. But why are we using static mode? That is, we are using in order to bypass these two protocols. Okay, so switch ports can be configured to bypass LACP and Pagp protocols. And how we can configure it? We can simply change the mode on both end of the switches to on. Okay, and this will form a, so this is one switch and this is another switch. So you connect it, and if you configure both end of the switches and on mode, that results in formation of a static ether channel. Okay, so also this mode can be used if device on other end does not support either this LAGP or a LACP. So if you find out that your configuration is not working fine for the devices which is not supporting Pagp and LACP, and you want to configure ether channel, you can use this static method of ether channel configuration. Okay, so now let's get started with the configuration of static mode on switch 1, and then we'll move to switch 2. On switch 1, let's name the switches. Switch 1 here. Configure terminal, host name, switch 1. Okay. Interface range. So we have Ethernet 0/0 till Ethernet 0/1. Ethernet 0/0 till 1. Switch port, trunk, encapsulation .1q in order to form a trunk. Switch port, mode, trunk. Now we need to specify the channel group and the mode. So let's say channel group. Here you don't need to have a particular channel group number. You can give it can differ from both the switches. You don't, unlike you have the similar channel group in case of configuration of LACP and Pagp, You can change the channel group number here when you're configuring on mode. Okay, so let's say channel group 11. Okay, mode, and mode is on mode, right? And no shutdown. It doesn't really matter, but it's okay because it's a switch. And if you want to verify, use the command show running config interface port channel. One. Okay, that's what you have configured. It's a trunk encapsulation.1q. You can also use another command show ether channel detail. You can see the mode that you configured is on and it's a port channel 11. Okay, there is one more command. Show ether channel summary. Okay, here you're seeing it's just a single blank. Okay, that means you have not configured LACP and you have not configured Pagp. So the blank indicates that this is a static ether channel configuration. Okay, let's move ahead to switch 2. But before that, can we verify what is the status of our spanning tree? Let's check. Show spanning tree. Okay, you're seeing that there are 4 ports. What about switch 1? Let's see, show spanning tree. You can see port channel 11. Okay, and here it is dispute because the other end is not configured. Okay, let's check now. Let's go ahead and configure the other end and verify the same command in switch 1. Let's go to switch 2. Let's rename the switch to host name switch 2. Interface range Ethernet. We have to bundle these 2 port, right? So I'll take range command 0/0 until 1 because I have just 2 ports here on switch 2. Okay, and then we'll go to the command switch port trunk encapsulation dot 1q switch port mode trunk. Channel group. You don't need to give the same channel group here. Here you've specified channel group 11. You don't need to give the 11 number here. You can just say 22. Okay. Mode. Mode is what? On mode. Okay. You don't need to really give no shutdown because this is again switch 1, right? So but it doesn't make any difference. Let's verify. Show spanning tree. Okay, so here you can see port channel 22 is formed. Let's check other commands. Show ether channel summary. Okay, so protocol here is on mode. Okay, so here S stands for layer 2. U stands for in use. So here port channel 22 is belonging to layer 2 and it is in use. And what ports are bundled? We have bundled Ethernet 0/0 and Ethernet 0/1 within the port channel. You can also use one more command, show ether channel detail. Okay, you can see it's a on mode for the port channel 22. Okay, now let's go back to switch 1. Here it was showing dispute, right? Now let's give the same command, show spanning tree. You no longer see that dispute here because the other end is configured. Okay, so this completes the lab on configuration of ether channel. Okay, and I hope that this video has been informative to you all. In the next lab, we are going to configure ether channel on a layer 3 device. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.